Well, it looks like she is finally fed up, fed up with other people speaking for her, fed up with other people saying what's best for her. And for whatever reason, the creator said, let me give her her voice and let her talk to her people. That's correct. Wendy Williams, she is the queen of gossip. She is the queen of shock jocking. She's the queen of this whole social media blitz that we have going on of getting down here talking about other people's business and being nosy and nebby and voicing our opinion and poking our chest out and thinking that we're right is Wendy Williams. And finally, Wendy is going to have her say. She sat today and she spoke with the Breakfast Club herself. And I have a whole bunch to say myself. Welcome to Hot Topics with Spillitboy TV. Hey guys, thanks so much for being here. As I said, welcome to Hot Topics with Spillitboy TV. And I am really happy to be here to actually talk about this. We're going to talk about Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams show back up today, and Wendy actually was on a phone interview with the Breakfast Club at Hot 105 with Charlemagne and DJ Envy and Jess Hilarious. And there's another young lady, I can't think of her name right now, but she was actually there. She played a part in some of what had actually gone on. And I have to say, it was refreshing to hear Wendy. And it was easy, is what I'm going to say. It was easy because that whole Lifetime special thing, you see, I didn't speak a whole bunch about it because I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It wasn't easy. It didn't feel easy. It didn't feel right. Something just did not feel right to me about it. So I couldn't really get into it. I really couldn't get into it. I had a hard time watching it. So I didn't have a whole bunch to say about it. I've actually had experience dealing with people who actually have dealt with dementia from the beginning stage all the way through to the end. And something with this just didn't sound right. The treatment didn't sound right. She seemed like she was really, really far gone at times, but then at other times, she didn't seem like she was that far gone. It just, things just weren't right. And then again, like I said, I've had experience dealing with people who have had dementia from the very early stage to the very late stage. But again, without money. See, because when there's money involved, it should look different. Let's just be honest. Let's be real. Y'all know how I do it over here. Those of you who are new and don't know me, I am Spillitboy TV. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you come back again. I say is what I want to say. And Wendy Williams is part of the reason that I could actually do that. She walked so that I could run and talk my stuff. So by all means, like I said, I had a hard time because I'm a fan. So I did have a hard time with that Lifetime special and what was going down. And, some of the stuff we knew from just watching, but forget all that. Let's talk about what we're here for, which is this interview that actually went on. It was good because she was talking, and she was talking from as clear as it can be, because let's be clear, she's not 100%. She's not 100%. So those of you who are, she needs to be back in media. She needs to be. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She doesn't need to be back on the air. Yes, if she gets on the air, yes, she'll make a whole bunch of money. But for who? See, because all her stuff ain't straightened out. They're going to court and all of this here good stuff, and then she got this here conservatorship, and that thing ain't nothing better or good about that. It's all a big old mess. It's all a big old mess. So before anything gets done, that needs to be straight. She needs to be from up underneath that Sabrina Morrissey, who is the guardian. No. Nope, 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 nope. Everything I'm seeing about this lady gives me very much money grubbing. I'm in this. I'm trying to get what's for me. And trust me, you mistreat Wendy while she's in a state, you're going to get what's just for you, but it ain't what you think you're going to get. Miss Carmen Pace, Happy New Year. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So lovely to see you. Happy New Year, Miss Carmen. Oh, man. You're going to definitely get what is yours. And I don't think you're going to like it, because it's going to come directly from the creator, and you are not going to like it at all. It'll be led by karma. You know, she's something else. That was karma. But now, her niece was there with her on the phone. Her niece, Alex, was there. And Wendy, you could just hear it in her. And I'm going to say, it sounded to me like when the documentary was done, like there was a lot of medication involved. This right here sound like there was not too much medication at all. That isn't completely necessary involved. She was speaking with a clear, completely clear head. You know, her head was clear. She was staying on topic. And was she staying on topic like Kamala Harris? No, but has she ever? Has she ever? She talks just like one of us. One of us who do this whole celebrity gossip thing. We have so much mess going on that we jump from topic to topic to topic. That's how we talk. And where we get that style from, Wendy? We be all over the place. So her being all over the place is just a Wendyism. That's Wendy. That's the Wendy that we all know and love. Like, what the hell is she talking about now? Girl, wait, let me get a piece of paper. That's the Wendy that we love. That's the Wendy that the people hated. That's the Wendy that people hated. She be talking about your money, and the next thing you know, she talking about your shoes, dragging you. And they cuss her out. That was what we loved about her. That's what we loved about her. So for people, I've been listening all day and hearing people, oh, she's right. She ain't never stayed on topic like that. You know, like she was at a press conference. No, she be talking shit. That's what she do. That's what she does. So I thought she sounded real, and she was so clear, and she was just so, she was so in the room. I don't know how many different ways I can say it to y'all so y'all get what I'm feeling. I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. I am. She was in the room. Wendy was in the room. See, I've been in the room with folks that deal with dementia and things of that nature. And, you know, after a certain point, they're not in the room. They're in a room, but it's not the room that you're in. I didn't get that today. I didn't get that at all. She was totally tuned in, and I was tuned in. And the things I was hearing, I was not happy about at all. No, I don't think that she needs a show. I don't. Wendy Williams has made enough money that she don't gotta have no show. Now, I don't know how much of her money has been used up, but here's the thing. I'm getting ready to be all over the place, okay, with everything that went down. I'm going to be all over the place, okay? She talked about the meds, and she said she ain't taking no meds. So what she was talking about sounded to me like they were filling her up with meds and things, and then she got on top of things and she ain't taking it. She's not taking it. She started asking questions. Doctor, what is that for? What is this for? And as she started doing that, Miss Wendy pulled herself away from some of that mess. And her head didn't clear that. Now, that's what I got from what she was saying, what I was looking at, and what I know, and what I've been through, and what I seen with my own 4 eyes. I believe she's telling the truth. I think she was induced that whole time we was watching that Lifetime mess. There was a whole bunch of fogginess and a bunch of cloudiness, whole bunch of it. And somebody was pushing forth the narrative. Ain't nothing like a narrative being pushed forth. Ain't nothing like a narrative being pushed forth. And to say she got dementia and then to actually have it, but pushing it forth. Oh yeah, you're at the point where you just can't make decisions for yourself. Oh yeah. Yeah. And you got money? And then all this other stuff. Now they want to sue the people that did the documentary and all of that. But you was for it all before. You were okay with it. Wendy said her and Sabrina sat down and watched it together. She said she didn't want to watch it. But the Guardian, Sabrina wanted to watch it. And we're taking notes. And now Sabrina's going after the people that did it. And Sabrina's the one that has all the access to all of Wendy's funds. Wendy says she had $15 on her. $15. You're the Guardian and all of this. This woman, they say, is actually, she controls who Wendy can see. And that's even with family, close family. Then took her phone. So she ain't had her phone in 3 years. She hasn't had her phone in complete access to her phone in 3 years. They got her with some type of like an Obama phone. We're talking about Wendy Williams. We're talking about a woman who was on your television every day at the same time, 5 days a week. And she got an Obama phone? Are you kidding? She could call you, but you can't call her back. Her phone with all her friends and all, because that's the thing. And let that be a lesson to you all. Let that be a lesson to you all. These are nice. They're nice. They're expensive. Oh, you're the belle of the ball when you got the new one. Oh yeah, this is the new so and so and so and so. Somebody asks you your own phone number and you can't even tell them it. You got to go in there and get your phone number out. Please don't think for one moment that this don't still work. This still works. This will always work. Do you understand? Everything that you have in your phone, if you don't have some form of a paper copy at your disposal, you're a fool. You're a fool. Do you understand me? You put your whole life in this? How many times do you do it? Oh, girl, give me your phone number. Oh, hold on 1 second. Because, I don't be calling myself. What? Some things you never forget. Some things you forget like this. And this don't help. I can call out my grandmother's phone number, and it don't even exist no more. 412-322-5678. Miss Thelma. I just turned 53 years old, and that was one of the first phone numbers I learned. Because when you went to school, they said, "Who you call when something ain't going right? Call Miss Thelma." Because I always listen. It's always been about me and my nana. I love my mama dearly. I knew her phone number too. But if you ask me, when you make me mad or something ain't going right, who to call? Miss Thelma. And I give you that phone number. Somebody asked me that phone number, be like, wait a minute. And I give it to you. But I can always go pull it. So let that be a lesson to you. Let it be a lesson to you. Now, somebody got her whole life. and won't let her have access to it. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. It's crazy. I'm telling you, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Watch over your shoulder. Watch over your shoulder. Alex, thank God for her niece, Alex. Because there's so many times in life you pour into people who, when the time comes, your cup is empty. Ain't nobody around. Now, there was all kind of stuff said about her son. All kind of stuff said about her son and how he misappropriated funds and he got snatched off of this, snatched off of that, all these different things. And now he got to get permission. When, how to, how long, how that he can see his mama. How, Lieutenant Blanca? It's crazy. Her father is going to be in this part. I almost cut it off, but I said I got to take this one for the team because y'all know I'd be hard. I had to take one for the team. I said, don't you drop a tear. Take the one for the team, because when they were talking about her father's turning 94 next month, and she wants to go to Miami because she really wants to be in Miami. We got that anyway from that mess that was on Lifetime, that she really wants to be in Miami with the rest of her family, with her close family members. And they're willing. And it looks like what's standing in the way, Miss Sabrina. Miss Sabrina. The Guardian of the Galaxy. Yeah, okay. The shooting star coming your way, sister. But anyway, she want to go to see her dad, and they're playing this game with it. Like they don't know whether they're actually going to let her go. All that's building stress. Stress like that don't work well with any of the conditions that she has. Not because remember, she has other conditions other than the whole dementia thing. She has other conditions. Stress is not good for any of the things that she has going on. And if she wants to go to Miami, what you doing, Sabrina? What are you doing that's so important that you can't be present to take her to Miami? You the guardian. Go guard her, heifer. Where were you at today? Thank God that you actually weren't there so we could get some of what it was that we actually got. See, because you would have probably led things and we wouldn't have been able to get what we actually got. We got a dime dropped on you. We got to hear it from the horse's mouth. Hello, Miss Yvonne. Mwah. But they don't want her, they're looking more and more like they're not going to let her go down there. And when she started crying about that, and I'm listening to her, and I'm like, her head is still, even with this now, it's shifting, because her emotions were getting involved. So things were shifting a little bit. And I said, that's all that is she's becoming emotional and she's being triggered. She's being triggered. And she started crying. But one thing, like I said, she spoke with a clear head. The most clear thing that she said to me personally and stood out to me in that whole thing, she started crying and she's talking about going to see her father. I got these things and I got some things in storage and I know how to sew and I wanted to, he probably won't even wear it, but I just wanted to make these things and I could put them on and myself and just, just do this. I want to do it for my father. Because her mom was already passed on. And she said, my life is fucked up. Just simple. Just simple. Those 5 words. I don't ever want to hear anybody that I care anything about say those 5 words with that behind it and really feel like that. And then I can't even respond and say, well, no, it's not. Yes, it is. She said, my life is fucked up. You can't go like you want to. You don't have what you worked for. Some heifer is running things. Somebody just got control of you, and it ain't the right somebody. You work all your life, and you think you got your stuff in order so you don't have to have issues. Because you hear the issues about people where the kids, they had these kids, and the kids don't come back, because you can have 15 kids. And for whatever reason in this life, what I've seen with my eyes, you can have 15 kids. 2 of them will do right by you at the end. Look like the more kids you got, the less engagement that there is in your honor when it's all over with. I don't know why that is, but that's just what I see. And for you to end up stuck down, and she ain't at the end, but she's at a pivotal point, and the wrong somebody got control. She sat there, she says she feels like she is in a prison. I feel like I'm in a prison. I couldn't take it. I just couldn't take it. I was ready to turn it off, but again, I got a job to do here. And I said, I done ran from this subject long enough. I've run from it long enough. It just ain't right. They took her cats. Now, of course, she's in a facility, so I'm sure you probably can't have animals, but she didn't even know. They sold her cats. Everything always goes back to this piece of money. And that when she said that they sold my cats, she said, okay, I love the fact that I'm divorced. I love the fact that I'm divorced. I said, so do I. I love the fact that you divorced to that bastard. I love the fact that you're divorced too, sis. So again, I mean, she was going through she is aware of her stuff. Is she in the place to really deal with it all herself? Nope. But that's what Alex is for. And it looks to me like God is positioning Alex right where Alex needs to be to try to help her auntie with some of this mess. Because you know he will line you up. He will line you up to win the fight. Oh, yeah, sure will. You ain't never heard that saying? God takes care of babies and fools. She got a three-way. Because when you get older, you go back to what you started as. You got to be taken care of when you first get here. And at the end of things, you generally end up having to be taken care of again. And she been a damn fool as long as we known her. So I think she definitely going to come out on the top part of this. And I'm here for it. And I was sitting there. It just got deep for me. I know I'm talking my shit. But I believe that the Almighty done stepped in, and the hands that's being dealt is going to be different. And I think Miss Wendy going to pull a Boston at the end of this. And I think Miss Sabrina going to be sitting somewhere with the big renege card on her forehead, honey, because you out of order. You doing a whole bunch. Then they described the issue with trying to get into the place to see her. And it was the woman, I can't think of the lady's name, the other lady's name. I think she's like an intern or something. She might actually be more popular than that, but she was there along, because Just Hilarious was there. You know, Just Hilarious is crazy and they flip mouth and all that. So Just Hilarious was having the hardest time keeping it together and holding it together, just crying like a baby over there. And I was like, I feel you, Jess, but I got to stick in here, girl. You at work? So am I. You know, I'm telling you, I wanted to click out so many times. But the girl was talking about how she went there. She got Wendy on the phone. She went through all the protocol because you got to talk to Sabrina to even be able to do it. And they signed her in one part of the facility, but then as she was trying to get through to the other part, they're telling her no, and then they end up basically making her leave and saying how, thank you, Wobble, said Stephanie, her name's Stephanie, thank you, baby, said basically, we don't have her, we don't know no Sabrina, and yeah, you can go. And she never did actually get to see her. Then they talk about how Wendy actually seen her leaving the facility. And she was saying how she's literally floors up, looking out the window, and asked her, girl, is that a Chanel bag? Child, Wendy is just as clear and just as messy as she always been. And the things that she was saying, she's seeing some things. She said, all I do is I eat, and I said I be eating, sitting here in the bed. Eating, sitting there in the bed. Wendy Williams. All the work she did. How she got up at 4 a.m. and got a hair and makeup and all of that, got down here and entertained for years. And her life has been reduced to, I'm sitting here eating in the bed. You eating in the bed. Like the lady that was the lunch lady at the elementary school. Now, there's nothing wrong with the lady at the elementary school who retired, and that's what she be doing during the day, sitting up eating on the side of the bed. But not the maven of social media sitting, eating in the bed, in a bed you don't want to be in a building that you don't care to be at. What? In a state, in a city that you don't want nothing to do with. I beg your pardon? So many people are going to pay for this. So many people are going to pay for this. But like I said, she was tuned in. And then when she said she was dragging Diddy, I said, oh, Lord. She always talked about Diddy. I ain't going to get to the Diddy thing. But she was dragging Diddy, and then she said, Diddy done. I said, look at her. She still, that's why I think a lot of people were like, oh, yeah, she need to be back on the air because that was what she did. She would come up with catchy lines and saying things that, that we all end up saying, and how you doing? And she's still doing it because it's natural. It's natural for her. It's her gift. Her gift will never shut off. She's going to be funny, and she's going to be jarring, and she's going to be bitchy till the day she leaves here, because that's what God gave her. That is her talent. That is her talent. Her talent is to open her mouth and make you feel some kind of way. Whether you be mad or you be laughing or you chuckle, be like, that bitch is a damn fool. Every time she opened her mouth, she evoked emotion from people in some kind of way. That's her gift. That's her gift. But she not in a position for these internet streets. Not now. She would be, because she's going to lose that. Where sometimes she will hold back, she knew how to hold back a little. She wouldn't hold back nothing. She wouldn't hold back nothing. She would have to definitely have a handler. It wouldn't be what you think that you want from her. She's done. Her work's done. She's done her work. It's time for her to be able to chill. It's time for her to be able to chill. They sold the apartment in New York. They sold the apartment. Okay, so the apartment gone, but the money's tied up. Millions of dollars. So I know a lot of her money got messed up. A lot of her money gone, but the millions of dollars for the apartment. And whatever they sold her cats for, where's that money? Where's the money for her cats? It was a whole bunch. It was a whole bunch. One of the things that stuck out to me, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna leave. Because I've said really what I have to say. They were saying Charlemagne and her have a friendship. Okay. She was very tuned in to Charlemagne. And she was tuned into that was part of the part that I knew she was really tuned in when she was saying, well, I ain't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Nope, I ain't talking about that. Here, Alex, you talk about that. Here's Charlemagne, you talk about that. Okay, they ask a question. Nope, you talk about that. She's too tuned in for you to say that she is cognitively impaired. She's not. She's not. A little cloudy at times, sure, but cognitively impaired. And I think this is one of the first steps in the right direction that somebody will be able to see because it done went viral. Somebody will be able to see to say, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Something ain't right. Something in the buttermilk is not right. I see a little spoil. So I think this is going in the right direction. But they were saying about going and picketing or really kicking up a stink. And they were said the Stephanie woman said no. And she shared some stuff about like her grandmother being in the facility and different things like that. But she said no, and I was in agreement with her when I said, because the thing is, if we push too much on Sabrina until you get her up out of there, out of that guardianship, Sabrina's just going to make it worse on Wendy. She's already got her fighting with one hand behind her back, basically. You know, she can't have a computer. She can't have her phone. You know, different things like that. She's already got her fighting with one hand behind her back. And I'm sure it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Because the way that this thing is moving, she's not going to like this. She ain't going to like this type of teaching. She's not going to like this type of teaching at all. But guess what? That's what it gives. That's what it gives. Because you done wrong, as far as I'm concerned. I done seen all that I needed to see to realize that I wasn't wrong when I seen it in the first place with that little documentary. I didn't like it. I didn't like the place where it came from. And like I said, you ain't going to like this type of teaching. You're not going to like this type of teaching. I'm along with the ride. I'm here with the shits. Like everybody else said, hashtag free Wendy. She ain't got no business being locked up nowhere where she feel like she is incarcerated, and she got family who wants to take care of her. Let that woman out of there. Get that Sabrina woman out of the situation. Wendy, whatever man's that was that you was taking that had you cloudy during those filming sessions, baby, don't take no more of that. Do whatever it is that you've been doing. You sound good, and I was here for it. I'm done, because I think I done got on my own nerves, because I'm kind of in my bag right now, because it done got on my damn nerves. Again, I done said what I had to say. I thank y'all for coming by. I thank y'all for watching. I'm going to be praying for Wendy. I'm going to be praying for what's coming. And I promise you, it looks to me like the Creator is starting to line up things the way that I know he lines up things. He got a real different kind of sense of humor too. Like I said, they don't like this type of teaching. Just hold on, Wendy, baby. Hold on. Somebody coming for you, baby. Hold on. Y'all have a good night.